But I want to start with two examples. And I'll take you back in what I call the time machine, which we invented in Switzerland. I want to take you back to 1958, okay? Because there's a wonderful example of business model innovation in 1958, which I was introduced to by Henry Chesbrough, a friend of mine who teaches at Berkeley, is very well known for open innovation. He introduced me to the story of Chester Carlson. And Chester Carlson was the head of a research team at a company called Halloween, and they invented the first modern-day photocopying machine. Okay, the first modern-day photocopying machine that could make 2,000 photocopies a day at a time where you could make maybe 15 to 30 copies with a very smelly and chemical process. So what do you do if you have this great technology that does 2,000 copies a day at a time when nobody was doing that? And it costs 7 to 8 times more than any other existing technology. Well, you go to the consultants and you ask them what to do. So the consultants was a company called Arthur D. Little. They went out into the field and talked to customers and asked them, would you buy this technology? Is this interesting? Is it useful to you? What do you think Arthur D. Little learned, came back and presented to this company called Halloween? What do you think they said? 1958. They told them there's no market. Because people told them, we don't want to buy this, it's too expensive. What should we do with this? Now, Halloween didn't listen. They went back to the drawing board and they figured out a new business model. One that you probably know. Today, this dominates still the photocopying industry, which is, let's say, we're in 1958, you're the chief operating officer of G, okay? I'm Chester Carlson. I come to you and I say, you know what, we have this great technology. I know you don't want to buy it, it's very expensive, but you can lease it for $95 a month. And you get 2,000 copies for free per month. Doesn't that sound interesting? He'll buy it, right? Okay, great. Can you sign here? There we go. A lot of companies jumped onto that offer. And then what happened? People started to photocopy not 2,000 times a month, but 2,000 times a day, which means Halloween, which became Xerox, started to grow by earning from the sales of photocopies, toners, services. So they figured out a business model to get into the market. And they had to invent something new. It wasn't there. It didn't exist. Okay? Second example. I'm showing you these two examples because they're going to structure the hour that we're going to spend together. 1997. Still in a time machine. Does anybody know the two people who invented something that changed a small part of our lives in 1997? Anybody remember? Google, right? Larry Page, Sergey Brin changed something because they invented or popularized the first modern-day search engine. Who of you has done a Google search the last 24 hours? Okay, so much to prove that they changed something in our lives because we all use it. Now, they had a different problem. Their product or service was not too expensive, it was free. How do you make money from free? That was their challenge. Did Larry Page and Sergey Brin make some money from free? You bet. Okay? So 2010 revenues were 30 billion. In 2012, it was about 50 billion. And again, they invented a new business model to earn money from free by selling contextualized advertising. If you buy the search term Nike for Sydney or Australia, and you buy the search term Nike, and you buy the search term Nike, you're put into an automated auction, the price goes up. That's what made them filthy rich, okay? So, two examples. What do they have in common? I'll give you 3 points, and that will structure our hour together. The first one, this is very important, is that in both cases, there was product and technology innovation. Yet in both cases, that was not enough. Without the right business model, there would have been no business. So if you are focusing just on technology and product and service innovation to create new growth engines, you're not looking at the whole story. You're actually not doing your job. Because today we know that it's a combination of both. It's not either products and technology innovation or the right business model. It's both. It's and, okay? That's the first point. Second point, did they copy from others? Did they look at their